robot vacuum cleaner.
So I think Coot would appreciate the fact that the default color on this armor is green.
It's green.
But I don't know. So the Paladin armor and the Lancer armor were two different types of like plate armor. The other three classes in this are just different colors of this set.
That happens, yeah.
It's like, all right, we're gonna put time into this one, and yeah, everyone else just we'll just color swap it. It feels a little weird.
I will also say, you guys are one expansion away from the Turtle Beast tribe. Turtle People Beast tribe.
That's in the next one.
That is.
So
then I can.
Why is it that you keep saying these things that make me want to rush through whatever content I'm in?
See, but that one's not like the content you're in is a little rough because of, you know, not being part of the.
No, it's not even close to the same thing. I'm just having fun.
That's fair. You will just really enjoy it once you do get there. Honestly, it's the game's fault for having these things that are worth rushing for.
How dare they?
How dare they?
Everything we want to play and do. It's just ridiculous.
Focus, focus.
So Tim, do you think Coot gets to the first trial here when before the end of today?
I think so. Yeah. He's moving. He's cruising.
True. Should I be able to get over to that, Tim?
I genuinely don't know.
Okay, so then it's got to be out this way.
I don't think that's...
No, Raban, your vitality must stay higher than that. Higher than that.
Oh, I needed to be on a different mount. Oh, this is probably one of the things.
Sightseeing log?
Yeah, it's a log, isn't it?
Maybe. I've never even stumbled across one of those, to be honest. That'd be fascinating.
Ah, there it is. Wait, why is that? Oh, we gotta go this way, not that way.
supposed to tell which one it is? If it is, even is that?
Can you click on it?
No, I don't think so. But it almost, like the sightseeing stuff, it almost acts like the way that it was described makes me think that you go to a place and then you do something. Like you do like an emote, right?
Sure. Try slash cloud. Nope, that didn't work.
It is a Vista. I strayed too far from the Vista. Just told me that. You haven't accidentally found any Vistas, Tim?
Nope. Say that I was golden lining it. Bit of an understatement, I suppose. The only thing that broke it up was me learning a few, like, important mechanics in the game, like, what are they called? Like retainers. And then also leveling up some of the classes that I was more interested in. Like the other healers and stuff.
No, I can't get up there.
So you're aiming for the outside edge.
What?
I was talking to Nay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
doing
Oh.
kind of jumping puzzle.
I heard coot there, and so I was
Oh,
like,
I,
what?
did, I heard you as well.
So you're gonna aim for the outside edge on the right.
Edge here. Oh. Not quite that outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't jump there at all. Jumping works a little bit differently in this game than what I'm used to for jumping puzzles.
Yeah. You don't have as much control.
Oh, I really don't like that guy.
Really?
He's awful.
Villain is villain?
He is my most hated character in the entire game. And it's not performance.
I have you now.
It almost acts like I could get up there just by jumping. Can your mount jump any better than what you can?
Yes. I believe I will.
Tempted to just was up there once.
Google
Fell.
it.
Well, the problem is
Well, it's better not say duty failed. Okay.
duty failed.
Changes nothing.
It is over, Ilberd. Lay down your arms and surrender yourself to
I'm
justice.
upset that as you fight them, they die,
For what exactly?
but then they're up again in the
Was
cutscene.
not I who assassinated the Sultana, boy.
Ere we debate who is responsible
is
for the
this?
assassination, I would ask whether an assassination took place at all.
Is a sightseeing thing, 'cause it is a vista.
Shite.
Let's see, where do I find
Think
the
you'll fight for justice, lad? You best wake up.
like tutorials
Truth is,
about
You
things?
fight for whoever bloody well tells you to. Can you not see
Remember,
you're being
T.
used by the scions, the city-states?
What's that?
Even the
Where would I
Crystal
find
Brothers?
like
Then
all
none
of
them
the
care a whit what
tutorials?
you want, only what you can do for them.
Give me just a
And how
second.
do I know this? Because I'm the same. A pawn to be used as my masters see fit. All I ever
Man, they
wanted
took a lot more damage
was to
than I was
liberate
expecting.
my homeland. And I ate
Tutorials?
dirt to make it happen.
For what?
But what have I achieved after all
For the
these
Vista.
years in servitude?
Would it be
I-
play guide?
Nothing. Not a bloody
No.
I've
thing.
never looked up those.
If we ourselves are not free to think,
Or is
and
there
to
an in-game
act,
tutorial of some
how
kind?
are we ever
Yeah.
to reclaim our homeland? No.
I didn't know that.
There is nothing I would not give to take back.
Well, because it has
Arago.
the things that pop up, right?
Nothing.
This is their only.
Oh, those.
On discovering the exact
Right.
location
Some-
of some missions.
Not a tutorial on like how to do a specific one,
Yeah.
but like just a tutorial on how it works.
You'll not get away!
No, Master Alphinaud. Now is not the
But I don't
time.
know which Vista this is. How's...
I'm but a cripple and a fool.
And most of these say the
Still
same
okay
thing.
for me. I'm in your debt.
We are all of us fools of fate, General.
High atop.
But even fools have a part to play.
So-
Rest assured, I was not planning to die till I'd avenged the Sultana. Still, your words are welcome, lad. Know this, Ilberd. There is nothing I would not give to see you pay for what you've done. My wealth, my arm, my life. Nothing.
General, are you aware that Lord Lolorito has yet to announce the Sultana's death to the public?
What? No. No, I was not aware of that, nor of anything else outside my cell. It is passing strange, though. I assumed the bastard would make it known at the first opportunity, and set about tearing down the Sultanate.
As did we all. And it is indeed strange that he did not. Strange, or perhaps revealing. Now, I have no conclusive proof, nor do I wish to give you false hope, but I have reason to believe that her grace may yet live.
What? But how can that be?
Forgive me, friends, but it is not safe here. Let us continue this conversation without...
Oh, those floor tiles are awful. I didn't notice, like, you don't notice how bad they are until they walk out and it shows that angle.
Mm-hmm.
Also, super happy with how that all went. Ilberd is just awful.
Yep. Oh. Yep.
Okay, so most of them that you just use the emote lookout.
Oh.
There's a few other emotes that you could use. The ones in Heaven's Word, Onward, they have the blue orb that tells you where they are.
Sure. So you have to... You almost have to know where they are in the ones pre-Heaven's.
Yeah, not only that, but there are weather and time restrictions for them as well.
Oh, jeez.
That became less of a thing after Realm Reborn.
Good.
Vesper Bay. Oh, I guess I can use this. I don't have it on my my bar anymore, but
You really don't get much for actually doing the sightseeing stuff.
No. It is a personal accomplishment thing.
You can get a minion for
Sure.
completing entries 1 through 80 in Realm Reborn. For completing Heaven's Word, you get Veteran Explorer. For Stormblood, you get Crimson Explorer. And then they don't give you anything for completing the others. Except
Really?
for just points, like achievement
Yeah.
points.
Sure. That's
Oof.
gross.
My dearest
That's probably
friends,
why I've not really heard
praise
of,
be
like,
unto
a
the 12 for
booming
delivering
community
you
of
from the
people doing
clutches
that.
of treachery.
Like, it's kind of cool, but
Father!
Yeah.
like it's a little thing, and you go, oh look, the thing.
My son.
But
And Master Papashan besides.
okay, these are much more descriptive, though.
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at her
Like these
grace's
ones,
side.
they give like a description, and then they tell you where they are.
Save your
You go and you
tears.
find it, and you
The
use the description to
Sultana
find it.
yet
Heaven's Word
lives.
is just like, high in this area, I looked out and saw a thing.
It was I who
And it
arranged
says that
this
for
gathering.
every one of them, except for ones that are slightly
And
different.
judging by your perplexed
And those,
expressions, it would
you know, it's
seem
like, oh, that's a
introductions
different
are in order.
area
I
where
am
some of
Juliana,
them
head
whispered
of the
a
Order of
prayer
Lord
instead
Gold,
of I
and
looked
member
out.
of the Syndicate.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
I don't feel like that's the most developed mechanic in this.
Young
Yeah.
man, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify her grace's vital signs?
Oh, it's anything current. Nice. I need
Why
those.
ask when 'tis plain you know the answer?
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji. 'Tis my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends. He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teledji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
God strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
She lives because Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight
It
of
let me
hand,
jump there,
the
but
poison was
whatever.
switched for a less deadly draught.
Sometimes it'll let
before
you
it
jump
could
off
reach
cliffs.
her mistress's
Other times it
lips.
goes, no, we don't want you to jump off this cliff.
Some manner of sedative,
Correct.
perchance.
And there's
Lolorito's
not a very
sufficient
good
to induce
distinction
a
on
slumber
which one is
like
which.
unto death.
Generally, it's if there's something below that you
Were
can
I
jump
to
onto.
guess, I would say her
Not
grace
always,
is being held somewhere,
obviously,
dreaming
generally.
dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we
and like
speak.
there can't be any gap. Like they just
Oh, Nanamo.
Assume you
Really-
can't jump.
they really didn't feel like dealing with people falling to
I
their
will
death.
never forgive Lolorito for his part in
Which
this.
is fair, I guess. Oh,
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck her grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something. And though one may call the man's methods into question,
I may have
it cannot be
hijacked
denied that he knows the
DPS
value
to
of
help me do
stability
a story
to the
thing in the
very
open world.
ill, like as not.
They had just
He
finished
craves
theirs,
power,
and
'tis
so then I
true,
walked into the
but
same
he has
circle.
no desire to depose the Sultana.
They got
I
to
have
help
never
me with
taken
my
sides
enemies,
in
too.
your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information and arranged this gathering. I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teledji Adeledji left behind. You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue Her Grace and take your place at her side once more, for her sake and that of our nation.
I think one of my favorite things, where they subverted my expectations based on other games, is that when they took Raban's arm, they didn't give him a robotic arm. They didn't have him put a sword in place of his arm. He just is missing an arm. And I'm
And he's
pretty
still
sure he
300%
got
more boss than everybody
and-
else.
I'm pretty sure he got more powerful when he lost his arm.
It's because he can move faster. There's less weight.
Honestly, maybe. He's a ridiculous character that
Well,
I can't
Probably,
overstate how much I love him.
I mean, he was a Viper, and they turned him into a Dark Knight.
That is true.
Am I wrong?
He was canonically the first Viper in the game.
If he was dual swords, giant swords, with 2 swords, and then they were like, "Oh, that's right. We don't have that class yet. We have to nerf him down to be a tank. That fits better thematically." So Tim,
Yeah.
what would your advice be on? So like most of these give this is like, here's a weapon that's item level 133. I don't need them for most of these. Like, do I just...
My advice, look at all of them, make sure that there's not a glam that you're interested in.
Oh,
And then
sure.
If there's not a glam that you're interested in, and there's not like...
This
'cause
one's kind of
you've-
funny.
It is.
I
Even
assume-
if there's a class
I'm
that you're
assuming most
usually
of the
leveling up.
glams are something that you can find somewhere else.
Yes. Yep. And for not very expensive too. I think most of these glams you can buy off of merchants
Yeah.
for a few gil. So if
I'm
nothing
also
else,
not planning
then
on doing a white mage anytime soon. Red
If-
mage could happen though.
if nothing else is of interest to you, then
Materia.
the materia is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
But like I know what I know comparatively like what the sword looks like for the paladin. And it's just a very straightforward, like, okay, that's a standard kind of looking sword. But I don't know, like, this bow looks really cool. But I don't know, is that just like a really plain bow?
Turn it
You know what I
to the
mean?
side again. It's a pretty plain bow. There are much cooler ones.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figure.
The thing to consider is like, could you imagine a glamour plate that would look good with that
Sure.
look altogether?
So
There's a lot of things that look cool individually.
one thing that I've been doing as I've been playing through the story is like it a lot of times gives you the like there's the first set that you choose in one mission, and the next mission it lets you choose like the other set essentially.
Yeah.
I've been using that to like gear my paladin that's not at that level yet,
So
as
then
well
when you
as
get to that level. Yeah.
so then when I get there, like my paladin's just got gear, and I don't have to worry about using the poetics for paladin when I get there. And I mean, the set that I'm getting is like like 6 different classes or something like that, or is it whatever it is? There's a whole
It's
maybe
tanks.
it's tanks. Yeah.
Most of the stuff is for tanks.
Yeah.
Really? That's better. How is... It's in my thing. Why does it not think that's better? It wants to put this on. Why? Must be some substats that it thinks are better.
Yeah, I generally don't understand their algorithm for what's better, what's not. I
Like
trust
the
it
block
for
strength
the
is
most part.
26 lower.
Yeah, I trust it
Has
for the
lower
most
strength.
part, but it doesn't make me want to trust it.
Vitality goes down 1. It's nasty. So it's direct hit rate instead of determination and 1 less vitality.
Vitality is like your main stat.
Yeah, but I feel like block strength and block rate are also kind of important.
I don't disagree.
And dropping, what would that be? Like 12%? Drop rate feels a bit strong. Should I just do what they say?
No, go with what you want.